First bit. Find the terms in x square and x cube in the expansion of given is first bit 1 minus 3 by 2 x power 6. For every binomial theorem sum, we should write the general term first, and the general term formula is NCR x power r y power n minus r. Okay, now what is n that you take? The power will be n, and in place of x, what will you take? Inside the bracket, the x term should be taken for x. Here it is minus 3 by 2x. Many forget to consider the negative sign, you should not forget. Okay, now left out term in the bracket will be for y. Now replace them in the general term. So n is 6, the letter r should be remained like that only. In place of x, minus 3x by 2 power r. In place of y, it is 1 power 6 minus r. Now simplify this to the maximum possible extent, and how do we do that? See here. 6r, no change. Apply the power to each here. So that will be minus 3 power r by 2 power r x power r. Okay. Now this term cannot be simplified furthermore, so I stop. Now I need to find x square and x cube. I need to find x square term. The power on x here is 2 and here it is r. Equate both the powers of x to get the value of r. Equate powers of x to get the value of r. Okay. So r equal to 2 I get. Replace r equal to 2 in this. So what do I get? 6c2 into minus 3 power 2 by 2 power 2 x power 2. Place this in the calculator as it is. You get the answer to be 33.75 x square. Okay, now we also need to find coefficient of x cube. Over here power on x is 3 and over here power on x is r. Equate both the powers of x to get the value of r. So we get r equal to 3. Replace r equal to 3 in this. So that will be 6c3 into minus 3 power 3 by 2 power 3 into x power 3. Now put this in the calculator. You get the answer to be minus 67.5 x cube. Okay. So we found the coefficient of x square and x cube. First bit is completed. Second bit. Given that there is no term in x cube, in the expansion of find the value of the constant k, given is k plus 2x times 1 minus 3x by 2 power 6. He told in this expansion there should not be any term in x cube. No term in x cube means x cube term should not be present. And how do we make sure that x cube term does not exist? Only one way, that is if there is 0 before x cube, 0 times x cube is 0. In that way I can be sure that x cube term is not present. No term in x cube means x cube should not be present, and for you to be sure of that there has to be 0 before x cube. 0 before x cube can also be written as coefficient of x cube has to be 0. Clear? that term should not be present means its coefficient has to be 0. Clear now? So we need to find coefficient of x cube in this expansion. So let us find. For this bracket the power is 1, so it will not undergo any change. For this bracket the power is 6. So I get many terms in this expansion. But I do not need all the terms. I am trying to find coefficient of x power 3. So I will select only those terms which result in getting x cube. Now how do I decide that? Based on this one. Here it is k. This needs to be multiplied with x cube. Only then the result will be x cube. Okay. And here x power 1. This needs to be multiplied with x power 2, only then it will result in x cube. Clear so far now? For this bracket, what is the coefficient of x cube? We already found in the first bit. X cube coefficient we found it to be minus 67.5. And what is the coefficient of x square? We found it to be 33.75. Now multiply k times this is minus 67.5 k. 2 times 33.75 is also 67.5. Take x cube common. So minus 67.5 k plus 67.5 x cube. Now x cube term should not be present means this is the coefficient of x cube, this should be 0. Only in that way I can be sure that x cube does not exist. Clear? So equate this to 0. So minus 67.5 k plus 67.5 is equal to 0. Subtract 67.5. So this cancel out. Minus 67.5 k is equal to minus 67.5. Divide by minus 67.5. Here this cancel out, k is equal to, here also cancel out, leaving us 1. So the value of k is 1. Okay.